Hello everyone. You'll have to excuse the noise going on in the background if you hear anything. It will be my kids. This video has been really hard to film. This is my third attempt. So I'm just going to say everything as it is instead of trying to beat around the bush. I am a huge and passionate supporter of gay and transgender rights. I always have been. It amazes me that in this day and age, 2013, two consenting adults who love each other, live together, share bills together, cat, dog, kids, whatever, are not allowed to get married because they're the same gender. It's stupid. It really is stupid. And, I was researching for this video and I was looking up quotes in the Bible, in the Quran and everything else. And then, do you know what? I suddenly thought, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it says in the Bible or in the Quran. You can't push your own beliefs on other people. It would be like Christians saying Muslims aren't allowed to get married in mosques. It doesn't make any sense. And, like I say to people, at one point, it was illegal for a black man and a white woman to get married. Weren't allowed. It was illegal. And it was, if black people and white people get married and have kids, soon everyone will be mixed race. I don't really see that as a problem myself. But everyone will be mixed race. And then what will we do? Has it happened? No. And people say, there's no procreation. There's no procreation between gays. They can't have kids. Are we going to stop everyone who can't have children from getting married? Are we going to have that? You have to have a fertility test before you're allowed to get married. If you can't have children, there is no purpose for you. You are not allowed the same rights as everyone else because you can't have kids. No, we're not going to do that. But yet, you can't get married if it's two people of the same sex, which is ridiculous. I don't think that you should be able to or force a mosque, a church, a synagogue or anywhere like that to marry gay people. And I know there's going to be people in the gay community that don't like me saying this, and I can only apologise. But Christian belief, Muslim belief, and all of that is that gay people can't be together, and it's a sin and everything else. So I don't think that they should have, that a church, whatever, should have to marry a gay couple when it's so against the vicar's belief and whatever. There are some churches that are quite happy to marry gay people, which I think is great. If the vicar is okay with it, then fine, there is no problem. But I think if the vicar or priest or imam, whatever, isn't happy with doing it, they shouldn't be forced to, because it's against their religious beliefs, and then you are inflicting your belief on, not your belief, but inflicting something on somebody else. But by the same token, when I got married, I was not allowed to have Ave Maria played at my wedding, and I really wanted Ave Maria played at my wedding. I didn't realise it was a religious song, and I was told that I couldn't have it because it was religious, and in a registry office wedding you are not allowed anything religious. Nothing at all. So therefore there is no reason whatsoever for gay people to not be allowed to be married in a registry office, in a hotel, whatever. I nearly said hospital. Or hospital, they're supposed to get married in a hospital. Just places of worship are the only places where I think it should be, at the discretion of the presiding vicar or priest or whatever. And I know that there's going to be so many people who are going to unsubscribe from me now and probably send me hate messages and everything else. But I don't care. I really don't care, because I am really passionate about it, because it doesn't make sense. Gay people can live together and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop gay people living together. And if my next door neighbour was gay, or my next door neighbours were gay and lived together for 20 years in that house next door to me, it doesn't have an impact on my life whether they're married or not. They're still there, they still live next door to me. Whether they're married or not doesn't change the fact, doesn't change the situation for me, but it does for them. And people say, well, I don't know why they can't just have a civil ceremony. Why do they need to get married? Why does anyone need to get married? you know, I don't believe that, you know, I mean, I've had 2 children outside marriage, you know, I'm not gloating about it, it's not something that I'm proud of, but it's not something that I'm ashamed of either. And most people get married as a declaration of their love, the final commitment. You know, it's not easy to get divorced. People think it's a lot easier than it is. It's not, you know, it's quite easy to get divorced, but it takes a long time. And, you know, getting married is like that commitment, that real, we are going to be together. This is how committed I am to you, that by law I belong to you and you belong to me. And I don't think that we should deny people that right just because they happen to be the same gender. You know, no one chooses to be gay, and as much as people will try and say that it's a choice and that they decided to be gay, it isn't true. You can't cure someone of being gay the same way as you can't cure someone of being straight. You know, the turmoil that, you know, young gay people go through, no one can understand that unless they've been through it, you know, and no one would choose to put themselves through that. You know, teenagers who are gay are sometimes something like 5 times more likely to commit suicide. No one would choose to be like that. You know, there's still stigma from parents and friends and everyone. No one would make that an option for themselves. You know, no one would do it. No one would choose it. You know, you're born that way. And I do believe that people are born that gay, and I'm not going to talk about gay genes or anything like that. I do believe you are born like it, because there's people who are born into the most homophobic family ever and turn out gay. You know, there is, you know, and people say about, you know, gay people having children, their kids are going to be gay. Well, if that's the case, how is there gay people then? You know, straight people have children, they're gay. So, gay people have children, their kids could wind up straight or gay or bisexual. You know, there's no guarantees on anything. So, yeah, this is probably a bit of a rambly video. Because I've sort of struggled to make it, really. You know, it's been a fortnight since my last video, because I've really struggled to make it. Because I know that I'm going to lose some of my subscribers, and I love you. I love you all. But if you massively agree with everything I've just said, can you just unsubscribe instead of leaving abusive comments? That would make my life a hell of a lot easier, because then I don't have to go around blocking and deleting people. If you attack anyone else in comments, you will be blocked straight away. There will be no second chances. I won't just delete the comment and then carry on. I will just block you from my channel completely. So, yeah, but like I said, feel free to unsubscribe if you know, if you don't agree with what I've said. You know, I don't think that everyone should have to support gay marriage or anything, but I think if you don't support it, just don't support it. Simple as that. Don't actively go out to try and make it stop. Just, so I've got hiccups. Just get on with your life, you know, and just let people do what they want to do. Focus on your own problems and what you're doing and how you're treating people. Don't worry about what your next door neighbours or what anyone else is doing. So I think the gay marriage bill is going to go through anyway, regardless of what anyone moans about. So yeah, that makes me happy, and I can't wait for it to happen. I'm very, very excited for the entire gay community, for when they can all get married and just be normal like the rest of us. So yeah, leave comments, be good to each other.